Welcome to the quick start tutorial to Night Parade, an area control board game by Louis Blouet. A game of Night Parade is played with 1 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, and plays around 45 minutes. Anma, the king of all yokai, is gone, nowhere to be found. The remaining clans of yokai took this as an opportunity to release their allies trapped in the spiritual world and claim the Fire Throne. As one of the clans, your objective is to recruit yokai to your parade, deploy them to islands to put down their torii gates. Once a player has used up all 5 of their torii gates, the round finishes and the game ends. The player with the most points at the end wins the game. Let's now set up the game. First, build the world map starting with the Fire Island card in the middle. Then randomly place the other island cards around the Fire Island so it looks like this. Shuffle and place face down the number of hidden point tokens listed on specific cards. Make a supply of spirit and talisman tokens. Separate and shuffle the 3 yokai decks and place them next to each other in order from 2, 4, and then 6. Draw and reveal 2 cards from each deck to create columns. Now, each player will choose one of the 4 clans. Each has their own strength, so let's go briefly over them. The Gamanoke are great with magic, so they can summon stronger yokai. The Onikuma rely on their brute strength. Removing other yokais on islands is their game. The Nekomata are quick on their feet, so they can move and build torii gates the fastest. The Nogitsune are able to recruit yokai to build up their numbers with haste. After choosing a clan, gather 10 of the chosen clan's meeples. Starting yokai cards specific to your clan, 3 scroll tokens for each type, and 5 torii gate tokens. Next, place your starting yokai in one column creating rows and then place the score tokens face down to the left of each matching by color. Each player will now gain 3 spirit tokens which are used to recruit new yokai. Finally, the hidden plot cards are shuffled and dealt 1 to each player. This will be points that can be achieved by the player during the game and then revealed at the end. Alright, that takes care of setup. Now time for the game. The game begins with one player taking their turn, which then after the turn is passed to the next player in clockwise order. Turns continue until one player places all their torii gate tokens, which then the round completes when all players have equal turns. Then scoring takes place and the winner will be decided. There are 3 phases of the game. First, activate night parades. Second, free and recruit yokai. Third, create talismans into spirit tokens. Most of the players' actions will happen when they activate one of their 3 night parade rows. To activate, the player simply flips over a face down scroll token to show which row they will be using. In later turns, the player will previously have a token flipped. Then they will need to activate and flip over a face down token. Then flip back the token before. Each card will activate in order from left to right, with each card completing its effect before moving on. Usually a card in a particular row will let you use a meeple of their type. Water on Water Island cards, Tree on Tree Island cards, and Earth on Earth Island cards. When placing, you can place your meeple on an island of a token's type, but if you're placing more than one, you may not place on an island in which you already place on the same turn. If you look at each island's top left corner, it will tell you the type of island it is and a number. The number indicates how many of your clan meeples must be placed there to trade in for a torii gate token if you don't already have one. So if a number 5 is on your island, then when a player has 5 other meeples there, they take back 5 of their meeples to the supply and place a torii token from their supply. Any number of meeples can't be on a given island. The player collects the rewards listed right below the number. This could be a number of bonus spirit tokens or collect all the hidden point tokens. Each bonus is only available to the player who builds their torii gate first. Also note that there's a limit of torii gates an island can hold listed on the bottom of the card. A number with a torii icon. Another thing to note is with some particular features on an island card, such as dragons or temples, which will give points from a player's hidden plot card when they place their tori on these islands. There are a couple of other effects yokai may have. The fist effect will cast out an opponent's meeple where you have at least one meeple on the same island. Each fist will take one meeple out, which are returned to the owner's supply. The wing effect will help you move one of your clan meeple around so they can gather, then build up more tori gates quicker. Note that this will be the only way to send your clan meeples to the fire island in the middle of the world. Other effects of the yokai could be spirit tokens and talisman tokens, which are taken from the general supply and used to buy more yokai in the second phase. Now moving on to recruiting yokai, which works by having a broken Ofuda talisman to buy and spirit tokens in order to spend. Now if you have 6 spirit tokens and 2 talisman tokens, you can spend 1 talisman token to buy a yokai for 4 spirit tokens, and then the other talisman tokens for a 2 spirit yokai. Each yokai will be associated with one of the 3 types: water, earth, and tree. Each new recruited yokai goes to the rightmost space of each of their matching rows. You may not change the order. After each purchase, replace the empty space with another yokai from the deck above. You may at any time, once in a round, during this phase, choose one column of yokai cards and return it back to the bottom of each of their decks to reveal 2 new ones. Note that on some hidden plots will include a number of yokai you gain needed to receive extra bonus points for the end game score. Once a player is done with purchasing or cannot buy yokai, it's time for phase 3. For every 2 talisman tokens a player cannot or did not use, it turns into a spirit token. Totals here will always be rounded up. Once a player has placed their final tori gate, the game end triggers and continues until all players have the same amount of turns. When the end finally comes, it's time to score by the players revealing their hidden plot cards. Each hidden plot first gives points to players for each tori gate placed onto the map. Next will be special features on islands where you have or didn't have your tori gates on. And finally, bonus points given by collecting particular yokai icons. So, the player with the most points wins the game. But if there is a tie, the player with the longest night parade row becomes the winner. Then to the player with the most spirit tokens in their supply. This concludes the quick start tutorial to Night Parade. For more information about this game, please visit the official website. The Cardboard Stacker likes to thank the creator of the game for sponsoring this video. And thank you for watching. For more how to play videos and others including reviews, previews, and playthroughs, subscribe to the Cardboard Stacker channel, hit that notification bell, and give this video a like. This is Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker reminding you to keep on stacking games.